Hi, friends. I went to log on and I started sneezing. That's never a good thing. How are you? Okay, so I also shoved a mint in my mouth to try to help so I didn't sneeze. Look, I got bangs. I know. You go in and you about have to sign a waiver to get bangs because they're like, are you really sure you want to do this? 100% positive. It feels so dramatic when we get bangs. Like, holy smokes, I can't believe I did this. And then your husband doesn't notice, right? I mean, why would my husband notice that I got bangs? I'm the only one that thinks it's a big deal. He does not, which is totally fine. God love his little heart. Oh, hi, Mary. How are you? So I'm going to try not to cough or sneeze, and we'll see. Obviously, I shoved a big mint in my mouth. Don't, I spit it out. Don't, no judging. Okay, so, um, big weekend, Mother's Day weekend. I get bangs. Um, when the kids say, what do you want for Mother's Day? My favorite thing is that they'll come to church. So Clayton and his girls came to church yesterday. We got to hang out with them. If you get my email, you saw the pretty picture of us. Um, the granddaughters were, of course, in matching outfits because their mama's good like that. But we had good food. We laughed. We played games. The girls are big crafters. So I had them down here. They ran things through the cut and emboss machine. They embossed a ton of papers, took home embellishments. They've got projects. Their mama, for her Mother's Day, did a spa treatment with a friend. So she wasn't here to reject all the fun things I sent. So I sent her a message. Guess what? The girls took some things home. So we'll see. But they love their crafting. So it was a big fun weekend. The weather's still a little cool. I got my jacket on. But it was beautiful. We got to plant some plants, which, you're supposed to wait till Mother's Day before you plant. So I'm going to flip the camera around so I can show you what I have because my box just came with a few more things that I didn't order the first time I could order. So this is one of the things I hadn't ordered yet. It is 12 by 12, which our in color papers haven't been like that before. I love the patterns. Well, and I love our in colors. So you get 2 of each. So, oh, thanks, Mary. It's always, you get your bangs and then you have to grow them out because that's kind of the rule. But I liked all the patterns. I really like the paper. And again, I like the in colors. So here's those were in colors. And again, it comes in 12 by 12. I also wanted to show you, I got the product of the month. It's vellum. And it comes in, the colors that are in it are Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Misty Moonlight, Peaceful Pine, Soft Sea Foam, and Strawberry Slush. Oh, hi, Patty. Okay, so here is, I put a piece of white cardstock behind it so you could see what the vellum looks like, but I'm going to show you the vellums. And again, this is product of the month this month. So if you spend $75 on an order, this is a $5 item. You get 3 of each sheet. So let me get those. And then I think it's hard to see how pretty the vellum is. See? It's just, that's beautiful. And so, again, my box just came, so I haven't had a chance to play with it. There's that suite that's online exclusive that has that bright paper that's these colors. It has that paper with it that's really pretty. This will look good with that. And then here's a polka dot. Oh, hi, Rosemary. This is pretty too. So I have to decide whether I'm going to try to add this to camp because camp's this week or not. Oh, and I got the in color. I hadn't ordered these the first time, but I wanted to use them on my card that I made. So I'll add them to my card here in a minute. But these are the in color dots. I got attached to the butterflies and I haven't gone away. So this is the suite I'm using. It's called Help Me Grow. I made this card and I did a video of this last week. And then this is the one we're going to make today. And I paired it with, so here's the bundle. I love the pot. That's what drew me to this. I love this pot. And this is a DSP that's in the catalog. And so I took a full sheet. It's got a full sheet of patterns, and I just colored them all, cut them out, and made this card with them. There's a video on this. So I did this card. And this is that silly old bear, one of the die cuts. And then I did this and added the butterflies. So I loved this paper, and so that's where I pulled it from for this card. I just wanted the floral paper. So I'll show you how I put this together on my shovel, because again, I got to plant this weekend. I used this new Lunar Luster 12 by 12. It's not as shiny as our silver. It's a little more gray. So can you see that? It makes a very interesting trowel. And the trowel moves. So I didn't stick that down because I wanted to show you how that moves. Okay, let me show you how I put this card together. So this is a 4 by 3 of that Pretty Designer Series paper. And I wanted it colored. And I went round and round a couple of different times about how I was going to color it. And this is how I ended up coloring it. See, there's those new stamp pads. And you can do this so it sits on your desk. Like that's not going to drip off or anything, but I could sit that on my desk. But what I wanted to do with this, so I love my water painters, but I dip it in, like this says don't drink. I have a little water bottle on here, and I know I can put water in here, but what I have found for me is I like they get clogged. Like, you know, my water's not that fantastic. So I want this really wet. And I'm just going to go over these flowers. I mean, I don't want it too wet that it's going to wrinkle my paper. But I wanted the colors. I wanted to do this real quick. And it seems like the more I can put on there. And then I have some of these little buds. And I don't want it to like soak through so my paper doesn't stick. But I just wanted it to be a quick, light color. Okay, so there's my flowers. And again, I didn't color them all in. I just kind of scribbled on them. Then what I'm going to do is do the same thing with an old olive. And I'm going to get it real nice and wet. Yes, Patty, it's super simple. That's what I like. And then I'm going to do the same thing with these. And so basically anything that isn't colored is just going to get one swipe of the green. And if it's accidentally one of those buds, nobody's going to look that closely. Okay, so I just added the color to the leaves. And now I've totally changed the way the paper looks. It was so plain before with just the black and white. And just by adding just a smidge of color, I really like it. So I'm going to mount it on some black Where's my seal? I put it right here so I know where it was. And so the this top piece is 3 by 4, so this is a smidge bigger. I know, I can make people crazy with that. Sorry. So then I'm going to take and I'm going to go down the sides and I'm going to add these. And these just come from that same black and white paper. Oh, I didn't tell you what the paper was called. It's in the catalog. If you don't have a catalog, you can always look it up online or let me know. Make sure you're on our email list so you can get all the fun things that we do. And Tanya and I will be live together on Wednesday. Now, these aren't even. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to see if I can get it even this time. And you saw I pulled off a little bit of the, oh, that's better. A little bit of the cardstock came off. You can't tell. It's right there on the corner. Okay. But I was trying to get it straight. That was an issue for me. And this is on the crisp cantaloupe. I'm finishing up a sheet of dimensionals. Can you tell? And I'm going to put this right here because I wanted that a little raised. Now I've cut out my little pieces. The shovel is on the Golden Glow. Dang, that was not coming to me. So my pot is on the Golden Glow. I sealed the bottom and then there's a dimensional up there. This is in that luster. My little shovel. And the shovel has 2 parts to it. Comes off the base, and this is the part that I bent. And then this, what it's supposed to do, did I put my glue dot too low? My glue dot's a little low. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to take this glue dot off because it was too low. It's going to slide in here. So it looks like it's all one piece. Isn't that cute? Oh, there's Carla, Artistic Garden. Okay, so I've added my glue dot back here to hold that in place. And I'm going to seal the handle down. And then I've got this. I'm going to put a little one of these mini dimensionals on the back so it stays up. Because I like the fact that it sticks up. Oh, and then I'm going to put a glue dot on the other side so it stays down. There. Now it's tilted. It's really cute. Okay. I have some greenery and a tag. So I'm going to show you how I stamped my tag. I went ahead and cut my tag out first. And then I'm going to stamp it in this cantaloupe. And I don't want this to be a perfect stamp because it's out in my garden. And I have these things in my garden. Mine are cover. Well, I think they started out. They're kind of rusty now. And then I'm going to take my black and I add my hello. Again, sometimes this would make me crazy that it's not a solid stamp, but that's the way I wanted it. I wanted it not a solid stamp. We're going to tuck this behind here. I'm going to slide this in. Come on. My dimensional must be right there. All right, I'm going to whack this off. That way I can get it where I want it. And this can go over the edges because, you know, a lot of times this is a pattern that I use where this just comes up. I didn't want that to happen this time. So it is, the whole thing comes up. So I'm not restricted to this small area. I'm going to add some glue dots. Around my little hello sign. I really wanted a stamp that said, I dig you. That's what I really wanted. They didn't make that one. And these are in Old Olive. But wouldn't that have been cute? I dig you. All right, we're going to tear that off. Now, I have some magic to show you. Are you excited? Along with those papers that just came in, so did my shimmer brushes. So I have Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea Hue, Barely, dang it, I can never remember this name, Barely Blush, and the Crisp Cantaloupe. The golden one I've already opened, but I'm going to show you, we're going to add some Crisp Cantaloupe to this, and then I'm going to show you how I added the Golden Glow to the pot. So they did a video, Stampin' Up! Did a video going through the catalog, and they talked about these brushes. When you get yours, make sure that you store it this way. They said if you store it this way, it might leak. And then they said you'd have to shake it up because this glitter, you don't want it to clog. So make sure you shake it up. So when you open it, you're going to unscrew it, and this little white piece comes out. I saw where somebody said you might want to put this white piece back in. I'm afraid it would leak. I don't know that that's a good idea. So if you try it and it doesn't work, because what I'm doing is I'm popping this so that the paint will come out. So to unscrew it, I don't know that I'm not going to lose some paint. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But again, Stampin' Up! Recommends that you could store it like this. So I use the Stampin' Storage, and I plan on putting this where my marker would be because we don't have those anymore. So this comes pretty stiff. So you want to soften it. There's a push on the side where you can kind of push it, and you can see that the color is going to come down. Now, I shook my Golden Glow while I was doing that. So I did a shake without the lid on, and I may have Golden Glow in some random places across my desk, and it even got on me. So I'm pushing the side like it tells me to. We can see that that color is kind of coming down in there. I don't want to push too much because I don't want to puddle it. But I'm just trying to get it to come down into that brush. Okay, so there I can see it a little bit. So now I'm going to come over here and brush it on here. Can you see it glowing? Can you see it moving on there? Oh yeah, you can see the change in color. I could have done the whole thing before I put the hello on it. So you can see, and it's sparkly. I know that's going to be harder for you to see, but I'm going to take the Golden Glow, and I'm going to, see, I put the Golden Glow on my pot. And I did that by, so it looks like there's a lot of ink in there. So I'm just going to kind of brush it. And what I'm trying to do is give the illusion of a rounded pot. You know how sometimes we shade it that way? And this one you can see a little bit more of the sparkles. I'm so excited to play with these. I'm a little bit terrified of turning my campers, letting my campers use them because they are squeezers, man. So can you see it? It's got sparkle. I want this to have a little bit more sparkle. I'm going to see if I can get some more of it to come out. Oh yeah, I can see the sparkle in there. So, oh yeah. So here's the crisp cantaloupe. Here's the golden glow. So should I open another one for you? I really want to see what this Barely Blush looks like. Well, you can either watch me open them or you don't have to, I guess. But I think I need to open a couple more. Because I'm going to open, as soon as I shut you off, I'm going to open them. See what I mean? This is getting punched in by this thing. And that's why I'm not sure it would be a good idea to undo it and put it back in. I had somebody do that with their Wink of Stella. And she said, my Wink of Stella keeps drying out. And I'm like, how's that happening? Because she was putting that back in. So maybe that person knows more than I do, but I'm not going to do that. I can hear this one's making noise. Oh, that's a pretty color. Oh, look at that. That one's really pretty. Oh, I have that Winnie the Pooh. I don't know, Piglet and Eeyore may need to sparkle. Because, I mean, come on. It shouldn't be this hard. There we go. My husband came down earlier and I was making the cards. And I don't know if you do this, but I was like in a 6x6 area of my desk because I kept going, oh, what about if I do this? Oh, what if I do this? So here's the hydrangea hue. Do you want to guess which? Oh gosh, I don't know, Rosemary, if they're going to do refills. I haven't heard anything about that. Are they refillable? I don't know how you would do that. If I hear anything, I'll let you know, but I haven't heard that. I can tell you, do you want to guess which is the most popular in color? I know. But you can probably guess. Of my people that have placed their first order, it's on almost everyone's. So there's the hydrangea hue. Yep, that's beautiful. It's such a blue purple. I mean, it's purple, perfect for a hydrangea. And then here's the peaceful pine. Oh, I guess I could have done peaceful pine on this card and made these peaceful pine and then made them sparkle. So I think. So the most popular in color currently, it may change, but currently it's the hydrangea hue. But I can see as it gets closer to the fall, you know, these colors would be popular. The crisp cantaloupe and the golden glow. When they said the color was golden glow, I was like, I wasn't so sure, but I really like it. Oh, yeah. And there's the peaceful pine. Oh, I know what I could do. I should go in and do some of these. Now I'm not going to squeeze it so that a bunch more comes out, but I'll just go over some of these that you can see and add some sparkle to it. I like it, friends. Okay, that's going to be one of those things that may become a problem. Okay. Oh, the ribbon. I mean, I can't. So this is that pretty old olive specialty rickrack. I needed to top off. This had a hole. I mean, it needed something on the hole, so I had to use the ribbon. And then I wanted to add these gems. So these are the new in colors. So for this card, I think I just want to use the crisp cantaloupe. I'm going to twist that, and hopefully the whole thing isn't going to come out. Oh, I could use a golden glow too. Oh, that's pretty. There you can see the two colors, or can you? There's the two colors. Let's put some on here. Come on, friend. These are pretty. You know, we have those butterflies, and I saw the butterflies and like lost my mind and didn't do anything else but the butterfly. I'm going to use this one on here. Oh yeah, that works. They're so close in color on this card, you know, and then on here it takes a very neutral tone. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. Do you have any questions? I mean, again, see, I got bangs. And I didn't cut the bangs myself. I have a friend who may cut her own bangs. I'm not going to use any names, but I actually went somewhere and had them cut. So, and she made me blonder. So these are supposed to hang down across my face, but I have to wear glasses more than what I like now. And when I started, oh, thanks, Patty. I wasn't sure. When I started wearing glasses, I was like, I don't think I can have bangs. And then I was watching a show the other day, and Valerie Bertinelli had bangs with glasses, and so did Sally Fields. And I'm like, well, they're cute, so I'm going back to bangs because I like it. Okay, do you have any other questions for me? If not, Tanya and I will be live on Wednesday. We just keep getting boxes with more stuff in it, so who knows what we'll be showing. I have my camp projects ready. I can show you those real quick. I'll show you those real quick. One of them is going to be this one. So that's going to be one. I love in-person camp. So this is going to be one. We're going to do a Pooh Bear. I love Pooh. Old friends are the best friends. I like, this is that velvet paper that's flocked. So we're going to use this flocked paper. Oh no, you were in the hospital, Susan? I'm sorry. Then this is that pretty Lily of the Valley with that specialty paper. I did a video on this last week. And then here uses that Pooh die that I like so much. The embossing folder. So that's what you're doing. If you live close to me, you can come join me for camp because that's what we're doing this week. And I like it. All right, I'm glad you're out of the hospital and hopefully you're feeling better. Susan, hate that. Nobody likes to be in the hospital. All right, friends, I will see you Wednesday. All right, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.